It is Thursday, and it is book club time with Kathy from Brain Lair Books. Joining us this morning to discuss our read, The Water Outlaws, is Kathy. Good morning.
Good morning, Rhoni.
Kathy, we were talking away. I know, I almost forgot, almost missed the intro, right? Kathy, thank you for joining us this morning. Okay, so we read pages. It was 135 to 233.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about what happened. There was a lot that happened during this read, so let's discuss it, Kathy.
All right, where do you want to start?
Let's start from the beginning.
All right, so for me, the first really big important thing was we had Lu Jianyi. I always get a lot of these names sound so much alike. I'm sorry, I just want to go a little bit off this and just tell you that, because there was a page where she said somebody's name and then she called them something different, then she called them something different again on one page.
Yeah.
And I had to write it down, and this is not my book, it's Kennedy's book. I didn't bring my book today. But I had to, so I could schedule out, oh, wait, they called them by their full name, then they called them by some nickname, then they called them by some kind of honorific or something. And it was like,
I was actually going to ask you that, Kathy. How do you keep up with all, because it is a lot of different names in this book. How do we keep up with that?
I don't. I only keep up with the main ones, which I think are Lu Jianyi, because she's doing those experiments, and then Ling Chang, because she's the master arms person. And I feel like those are the two major people that we should be watching to see what's happening with them. And then, and I do write in my book. So when the names come up, I write them down again and again and again, because they are so many people.
It is.
This book is based on something called Water Margin, which is just this is a gender flipped kind of reimagined version of that, but that's all men, and it's even worse. It's a lot more characters, but I still thought.
That's good that you annotate, though, throughout your book, because that will keep you.
It's the only way.
Yeah, it's the only way, right? We can get through it, right? Because it's a long book, but we're doing it.
It's a long book.
We're getting it.
It is
okay.
Long. Okay, but they do their first test on whether or not they can make a human God thing, which is this energy that could destroy everything, right? Very unstable. And some soldier volunteers, and knowing that they're going to die in doing this, and they come in and they're holding it, and then they start turning to metal.
Yeah, that was how how are they? I don't.
It's coming out of his eyes. She's explaining it she's it's coming out of his eyes, it's coming out of his pores, and she's trying to yell at him to let go, let go, and he's just I don't know.
How do you even turn into metal?
Right, and still be alive.
Yeah, what is that? That would have to feel uncomfortable, right? Because it's metal taking over you?
I can't, I guess at some point you can't move.
Right, yeah.
She was saying it was his blood. I don't know. It was just very, very and then she talked about immortality. I'm oh, I wouldn't want to be immortal if it meant that I couldn't actually move.
Right, yeah.
I'm immortal, but I'm a statue.
Yeah, it's just, Kathy, it's just a lot, right?
It is. But my favorite part was they did this whole big adventure. They were going to rob one of the guy who's Lu Jian's boss. They were going to rob him because he had these gold and all this stuff that was sending for a birthday party, knowing it was dangerous, and they had this whole plan that did not really involve fighting, but I thought that was cool.
I think so too, because you don't always have to be so violent, right, Kathy? You don't have to. Right?
I mean, some situations call for violence.
We don't want to get there.
No, I'm just kidding.
Kathy, we don't want to get there.
But they were so smart, dressing like merchants and just being so quiet, and it was all just trickster stuff, and it was just so cool. And they got all the gold, and then it was a huge fight at the end.
It was just a lot. So, Kathy, now we have to discuss, what are we reading next? What pages are we going through?
Our next pages are 234 to 367.
367. So chapter 16 through...
I tried to do close to chapters so that we would have...
Okay, 16 through 19.
Yes.
Yep, okay.
So that'll put us almost done with the book. We only have one more after that.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
It's extra stuff in your book.
Oh, it is? Okay, I'm just wait, are we sure?
The book will be over, I promise.
Okay, Kathy. Now, is there anything you would like to leave our viewers with, even just about our read that we're reading about now?
I love it. This was the most action-packed part that we'd gotten to, because it still was confusing with the names, but I thought it was better in this book because I just focused on what was happening.
Right.
And I saw like really big changes, change in leadership on one hand, change in what she's doing in the experiment, and I think that's gonna make a huge difference to the last parts of the book. So I'm excited.
I'm excited. Well, I'll see you next time for our book club. Let's get this pulled up on the screen so the viewers can check it out. For more information on Brain Lair Books, check out your screen. You can visit their website at brainlairbooks.com, or you can give them a call at 574-207-6514, and you can check them out on Facebook.